Hi guys, welcome to the next video. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can sign up to a website server or hosting account. So with a hosting account, basically this is where your website is located, and a little bit later in one of the other videos I'll be showing you how to use an FTP service, which is a file transfer service where you can start uploading your images, videos, audios, all of the content that you actually want to be displayed on your website. So the first step I'll be going through in this video is discovering the best hosting options, how to host multiple websites on the one server, how to change the name servers and link up your domain with your hosting account. And this hosting costs just $7.95 for the first month. The second month and ongoing months are just $9.95. So if you click on the link below this video to get started with your hosting account, you'll get a 20% discount on your first month's hosting. Okay, so click on that link down the bottom when you're ready, and the following website will show up on your screen. Okay, so you should have the following screen up once you click on that link. So I recommend HostGator for your hosting account. They have the best value for money, and you can have unlimited domain names on the one server, which is fantastic. Now the first step will be to click the button in the middle, which is View Web Hosting Plans. Now there are a few different options here. We've got the Hatchling plan, the Baby plan, and the Business plan. Now what I'd recommend to get you started is start at the middle, so start at the Baby plan. You can choose to upgrade later on, but the key here with the Baby plan is you get unlimited domains, unlimited disk space, and also unlimited bandwidth. The difference with the Hatchling plan is that you only get a single domain. So for the sake of an extra few dollars a month, I definitely recommend the Baby plan, because you're more than likely going to want to register more than one domain as you get into internet marketing. So as I said before, the first month you'll get a discount from going through this link, so it'll be $7.95 per month, and then all following months will be $9.95 per month. So really guys, for creating your own website for less than $10 a month for your hosting, and $10 a year for your domain, it's a pretty cheap way to create a website. And as I said earlier, there's people out there that pay thousands of dollars to get their own website created. So you'll be saving a lot of money, and more importantly, you'll be learning skills that you can then apply and teach others, and eventually you can make money out of those skills as well. So what we do is we click the Order Now button at the bottom of the Baby plan. Now the next step, it'll ask you to select a domain option. So number one is register a new domain, and number two is I will use my existing domain and update my name servers only. So because we've already registered our domain with GoDaddy, we click on the option here, and you will use the existing domain that you just created in the last video, and it'll ask you to put in your existing domain. So if you just type it in here, so I'll type in my free website tutorials and then .com. Once I've done that, I just click next, and you'll see I've got all the different options here. So select package type, I've got Baby, I've got the domain in there. The billing cycle is $9.95 per month, and with the coupon it means I get a $2 discount off the first month. So if you click calculate totals, and you'll see all the details are here. You get the $2 discount. So the first month you'll pay $7.96, and then every month after that you pay the $9.95. So once you're happy with all that, you just check down the bottom. It says tell us who you are. So you're either a new customer or you're going to add this order to your previous account. So most of you will be a new customer, so you just keep that highlighted and click continue. And the next step is just filling all your personal details. Once again, an asterisk will highlight the required fields. Put down your contact information, and for HostGator you need to create a username and a password, and at the bottom of your payment details. Once you've done all that, you say you've read the terms and conditions, and verify my order is the final step. Now if you check your email, you should receive an email straight away from HostGator. So I signed up for HostGator back in 2008, but the process will be very similar. So you'll see the first one I got, sales@hostgator.com, and it just says HostGator order. And this email is basically just saying thank you for choosing HostGator. It's saying your account will be set up within 20 minutes. and it's also got the support email if you have any problems setting up your account. It says down the bottom, please note that setup for semi-dedicated accounts may take from 2 to 8 hours setup time. Now occasionally with HostGator, because of this setup time, you may not receive the email straight away, and also with the next email that I'm going to show you, there was actually a 1 hour delay between receiving both of these emails. So be patient, it might take a few hours for you to get these, but as soon as you've got them, then you can go on to the next step. You'll see the next email that I received from them was around about an hour later, and I'll just show you what this email is. Okay, so this is the email that will come up. So once again, you may have to wait a little bit of time for it to come through, but once it comes through, the subject of this email was your HostGator account information, so it'll be something along those lines. You'll see down here it says your name servers. So this is what we want to get. So what you need to do is copy both of these, and you'll see mine says 79 and 80, so yours could be something different or they could be the same. And I just right click and copy. You'll see down the bottom it also says please read hostgator.com getting started. If you get really stuck or if you want to find out some more information, then you can go there. But just sit tight, I'll be covering all the main information that you need to know over the next few videos. So now that we have these name servers, we need to go back to GoDaddy.com and we need to enter them in so that we can link up our new domain with our hosting account at HostGator. So if you log back into GoDaddy, and if you forgot your access codes, then you should have received an email from GoDaddy so you can log into the main website. Okay, so here we are back at GoDaddy.com. So you'll see right up the top of the screen, you need to enter your username or your customer number and your password. So if you type both of those in and just click go, and on the left side of your screen you'll see Domain Manager. So just click on that link and this screen will come up with your domain name. So I've got quite a few here, but you'll just have one obviously at this stage. So if you just click on the link to your new domain name, and all your domain information will come up here. So you can change things like the status, whether your domain automatically renews every 12 months, all that sort of information is there, but the information we want is name servers. So you see down the bottom it says here name servers, and at the moment they're domaincontrol.com, NS23 and NS24. So these are the ones we want to change. Basically what this does is it points your new domain to HostGator instead of pointing it to GoDaddy. So if we just click on manage here, and you'll get a few options here. So I want to park my domains, I want to forward them, and the one we want is right down the bottom. I have specific name servers for my domains. So you'll see the name server 1, name server 2 comes up. So this is what we copied earlier. So if you just highlight this, right click and paste, and you'll see that I copied them both together, so now I've just got to separate them. So you see ns1079.hostgator.com, and then the second one has come up here, so I simply cut that one and then paste it in here. So ns1079 and ns1080. Now once again, your numbers may be different, so don't just copy what I've got here, because HostGator have a lot of different name servers and different providers. So once again, to get this information, you need to get this from your email. So I'll just show you where it is in the email once again. Alright, so I'm back in the email now, and it says here your name servers. So the first one, NS1079, you can copy and paste that one, and the next one is NS1080. If your numbers are different, don't freak out, that's cool. HostGator have multiple name servers, so please don't copy the ones that I've got here, because your website will not show up. Once you've got your two name servers in here, it automatically upgrades it to capital letters for some reason, so that's all cool. Double check that everything's right, and then you just click OK. Okay, so you'll see now that I've updated the name servers. I'm back here on the GoDaddy screen, and you see it says hostgator.com. Before it said domain control. So it's updated there. Now guys, it can take between 12 and 48 hours for your new domain to be transferred across to HostGator. So be patient, and I'll show you now what you can check to see if it has actually been transferred across successfully. So we're just going to open up a new window. And in the top browser, just type in your new domain name. So mine was free website tutorial.com. And then to access the HostGator back office, you just want to type in /cPanel. So cPanel stands for control panel, and this will be how you access your back office in the future. So I'm going to hit enter now, and you'll see the HostGator control panel comes up. Now if you get an error message or site not found, it just means it's still integrating and transferring from GoDaddy to HostGator. So wait that 12 to 48 hours, and once you've done that time, this screen should come up. So just keep checking back every so often, and once you get here, then you're able to upload WordPress, which I'm going to show you in the next video tutorial. Now I'll just show you a few things on here before I finish this second video. There are a lot of icons and a lot of things that you can do in HostGator, and to be honest, I don't know what half of them do, and I don't use more than half of them. So don't worry about that, don't get bogged down in all the details, and you really don't need to know what they do to have your website up and running. One thing I will say is just come down the side, you'll see website traffic here. The domain name that you've just registered should now come up here. Now you'll see I've got a drop down bar, and these are all the different websites that I've added on to HostGator, but yours should just have one initially. And if I go down a little bit further, you'll see statistics. So I've actually added 9 additional domains since my initial freewealthtips.com domain. Now this website is something I created a couple of years ago when I first got into internet marketing, and it's no longer active, but that's still my main domain, which you'll have your main domain now. And to add on a domain, you want to click on this link. So initially, obviously you just want to create one website, but for the future, you basically go through exactly the same steps as what we've just been through. So you register your domain name with GoDaddy, you change the name servers, you come to your HostGator control panel, and you come to add-on domains. So you won't need to do this step for your first domain, but for additional domains, you simply enter in the domain name, and then all is filled out automatically, and then you just put in the password, and you simply click add domain. But once again, don't worry about that at this stage until you want to create your second website. Okay guys, so that wraps up the second video. So now you've got your new domain transferred across, you can access the HostGator control panel, and in the next video I'll show you how you can download WordPress, and your website will be live and you'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to start adding content to it, such as posts and pages and videos and all sorts of fun stuff. So I'll see you in the next video, guys.